everyone, here is Young Lee. Today I'm going to make the fourth portrait with the same model with this spatial perspective, which is a little bit twisted. I mean, this two-third profile position is maybe a bit similar to the first perspective drawing, but in this case, she is looking downward diagonally. So it's more complex, and she tilted her head downward, but at the same time she turned her head to the right. So it's a little bit complicated, but it's not difficult because if we apply the Loomis method correctly, this position or this perspective is manageable and it's more fun. It's more interesting. So in this case, we see her crown a lot, and the highlights are on the crown and on the forehead and on her eyebrow bone, on her cheek, upper cheekbone area, and on her nose bridge and on her chest. So because of the shadow, the eyes are quite dark, and under the nose to the chin is almost in the darkness, and her neck area is also very dark because of the shadow of the head. So let's get to start. So on this line, we can put the eyebrow and the ear, but because the head is a ball, it's a sphere, so it's not flat like this, but it makes curve. And if the curve is going to be like this, then we see more the head, more the crown, upper head. If the curve is going to be like this, then we see more underneath of the chin, and we don't see much of the crown. That's the point. So in this case, the curve is definitely going to be like this. Because it's two-third profile, so we can cut first side head like this. And we have to see about here, maybe it's a bit too big. The temple and the cheek should be on this line. You can see her side face, and this is her middle face, and we are going to cut the face about like this. So it's so actually 1/3 must be the hairline, but it should also position lower because of the eyebrow line came also lower. So something like this. She has quite small forehead, so we can see later how it's turning. And this must be the point of between her ear and the temple. This is her eyebrow line, and this is her temple, and this is her eye socket. Her cheek is also high, and here can be her cheek as well. And of course, we have to search the chin. This is the nose, third, but a bit lower. This is her nose, and this is her chin. The ear, Her shoulder is higher because we are looking down to her. Her position is much lower than our perspective. So we are looking down and she's also looking down. So here is the highlight. So here, this triangle, which is the highest point of the nose bridge. This is the nose. Just move to left. So we can clean a bit and continue. So I made the first volume 3D with this person is looking down and turn her head to her right. The dark flow is coming like this, and this is the highlight here and here, here of course, and here, upper cheek, and maybe a bit here, and the chest, because the light is coming probably like this. So this part is quite light. Even though it's a dark hair, we have to make it kind of lighter, but of course it will be shaded at the end. The ear is inside of the darkness, so I gave a little shade on it, so it's included in the shadow. And of course the eye area is dark, and from cheek to chin is going to make the dark flow, but it's not very dark. Under the nose, under the lip to chin, this is also included all darkness here, and under the chin is also dark. I mean the whole neck area is dark. Now I'm going to show you some process that I make each features a bit more detailed and accurate. So let's begin with it, and I hope you can watch this until the end to get the most beneficial result, because watching someone's process helps you, and it educates you indirectly, and you will have this indirect knowledge as your own. Trust your process, and I trust my process, and I know it will be gonna have a good outcome, good result, and we can trust ourselves and just go further. Let's continue. in a very small space. It's actually from the nose tip to the shoulder has a specific distance. So from here to here, there is a big room inside between of them. But on the surface we are drawing, these are very small details from each features, and they are gathering together, and it's even inside of the darkness. It's not easy to figure out. But here, the important thing is you have to distinguish the relationship. You have to define the relationship of these different parts of the face and body. There are several features are together, like a nose tip and the cheek, the lip, upper lip and under lip, and the chin and the shoulder. So these group here, the relationship of them, you have to know. First, you have to know what they are and the situation of this case, so that you can define them correct inclinations. So they must be aligned from each other. So like the hair, eyebrow, eyes, nose, nostrils, and the lips, mouth wrinkle, the chin. So these all has to correctly come, and inside of a small part, also the necessary details you have to make it. So it's actually not easy. It's a little bit small. The nose tip is a bit too long, so make it shorter. So meanwhile, I have done with the fourth perspective drawing of the same model. As I mentioned at the beginning, this position is very special because she made multiple tilting. She tilted her head downward and at the same time to the right. So there is a bit complex, and you can see that her crown is much to see, and underneath of the chin you don't see. If you make the drawing properly, then the viewer feel the 3D. From the nose tip to the shoulder, there is a big room. The features are shortened, so the distance is short because you are looking, your eyes are upper part in the room. So the best result must be like you can make feel the viewer that there is air. The airy atmosphere here is the best result. I gave all over a bit shading for the dark flow because the ear was a bit too light, because it has to be inside of the darkness. I hope you have enjoyed the tutorial and process, and I will meet you in the next video, which supposed to be the last and fifth portrait of the same model. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye!